Welcome, everybody, to another Warp World episode of World 1-1 Podcast. I am your host, Larry the Bearded Wonder. Joining me, as always, is my co-pilot, Eddie B.
Hello, everybody.
And if you're just joining us for the first time, the Warp World episodes are something we do a little special whenever there's a direct or a little burst of news. You get a bunch of these at E3, obviously. This is where we tackle all the little nuggets of news that dripped out in a concentrated form for the day. Today we are covering the March 20th, the 20th, Nindies showcase from Nintendo, looking at some of the indie stuff coming up on the Switch. Eddie's got the notes. He's going to kind of guide us on this tour, and we're going to break it down piece by piece. So, Eddie, let's start at the top.
Yes. Just give everybody heads up. These games do not have an actual release date. There's only one game that actually has a release date, but everything is coming for the spring and the summer, and one game is coming for the fall. So there'll be more news coming out later throughout the year, and we'll see what days these games actually get released. But we're going to start off with Mark of the Ninja Remastered. That's coming out this fall. A lot of people are super happy about this game coming out. It's very unexpected. I believe it was a 360 game, indie game.
Oh, this one escapes me. It's something that was under my radar.
Yeah, I remember hearing of this game, but not having the system to pick it up on. And so that's why I was thinking it was a 360 game. And for it to be a remaster, it looks cool. I really don't see any gameplay just yet. It just seems that a lot of people were excited that this is coming.
Yeah, if given enough hype, it's probably something I should go back and peek at. But I don't have the background on this, honestly, to really comment any further than all they showed was a kind of nifty looking cell shaded trailer. But it doesn't tell you anything about the game, and I think that's a bad way to go. Yay for everybody that knows the game already, but you really ought to do something to grab somebody that doesn't as well.
Right, because I want to see how does an indie game get remastered in a sense.
Right. What do we got next on the list?
Fantasy Strike is coming in summer 2018. This is a 2D fighter. Looks really good. Like, I'm surprised at the animation. I'm like, this almost looks like Street Fighter 4 or Street Fighter 4, like that Capcom kind of shade, but something Neo Geo about it.
I was going to say it doesn't quite have that Street Fighter look or feel to it to me, but you're right. It does have more of that Neo Geo Fighter feel a little bit. Maybe almost in the vein, not nearly as off the wall, but maybe almost in the vein of what the hell was it? I was saying? Not Blaze Blue. Damn it! It was another weird off the wall fighter.
Not the Persona one. Not the tag team. Not that one that's coming from the
Guilty Gear. That's what I'm thinking of.
Gear? See, Guilty Gear.
Some of the characters have some of that Guilty Gear feel to me, I think, just from the snippet that I saw, which granted isn't a lot, but it's one of those things that once it's out, we'll be able to better gauge. But just from the aesthetic, my brain drifted more towards Guilty Gear.
Combo wise or art wise? Because I thought Guilty Gear was more sprite based.
Well, and this has more of that flat sprite look to me personally.
Yeah, it's a little bit cleaner.
Yeah, but in any case, I'm curious to see how well it actually turns out.
I'm sold on it.
It looks smooth. It looks solid. I want to check it out, but I'm certainly not banking anything on it until I have my hands on it.
Yeah, I'm surprised that a fighter this good was even in the showcase. Everybody's thinking there was going to be like some kind of Smash clone fighter, but no, this is the only fighting game. So, yeah, yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I really like what they had to show for it. Um, and I guess when I said Street Fighter 4, when I was looking at the art style, I think when they did the zoom in, when they was doing their special, because I did kind of, that's what I kind of got to feel on that part. I did like when
A little bit.
I did like that part where the guy froze time. She was in the air and he was just walking, and then it came
Right.
quicker.
It wasn't walking. That dude was strutting.
Yeah, yeah. That was awesome, dude. I'm just like,
Like,
I love
I'm going to
this.
freeze your time right up here in the air. I'm going to strut over to your ass and put my balls in your mouth. Take it.
Yes. Literally, yes. I need a picture of that with that quote on it right now. Well, we're going to move on to the next one. Just Shapes and Beats is coming in summer 2018.
This has got my attention.
I want it.
It looks sharp. It's got that real simple aesthetic, which honestly, if you're going to do anything in terms of a shmup, which is what part of it is to be, the more simplistic, honestly, the better. Because you can break down what's going on easier. Your hitbox is way more recognizable. As much as I love Ikaruga, it's fucking busy, and you've got to learn hitboxes and everything else because it doesn't necessarily line up with your ship and all that. This is like shmup at its core, at its bare bones. I'm okay with that.
Can I say that hearing the music, I'm just like, this is bringing me Trip Bit like feels.
Bit Trip?
Yeah. I said it wrong. Yeah, the Bit Trip series. I said Trip Bit. The Bit Trip series. Like, just music-wise, I'm like, two of my favorite genres, like this house techno kind of feel, but with shmup thrown in it. Dude, it looks good. It looks crazy. And, yeah, this is a day one purchase. Like,
part of it reminded me of Super Hexagon.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about,
yes.
Where they had the triangle and the snake thing going on? Yeah.
That was crazy. I'm like...
So I'm really jazzed to check this out. This one has my attention. It's probably one of the highlights of this showcase for me personally.
Well, for me, another game was a highlight. But yeah, this is a day one purchase. Like, this is a Thursday's purchase when this game come out. Moving on, Garage is coming May 10th. You guys will be able to play the game on that day. This is by Tiny Build. They also had like their own little reveal. And also,
it's not a reveal if it was already shown.
Well, that was the most unexpected part. Because I thought they were going to show a different game.
Right. So did everybody else.
Yeah. And then when he mentioned Garage, I was just like, oh, you mentioned your own game. But I think it's fine because Nintendo couldn't show that violence in the game with all the zombies and the blood and stuff. So I think this reveal from Tiny Build, they show more like of the gameplay and a little bit more of the violence, because that's why he was running in the Nindies showcase. That's Nintendo. There's nothing else I can say about that. I was thinking of Loaded from Interplay on PlayStation 1. That's what I got the feel of with this game.
I was thinking of a lot of top-down retro games. Just all this feels like it started with Hotline Miami, and it's just turned into its own genre. The only other one besides Hotline that ever really caught my attention was Mr. Shifty, and I mean, if you go back a year or so, you'll hear my thoughts and feelings on that subject. And it doesn't do much for me unless it's got a really neat hook. And really, all I've seen of this just looks like, hey, run around, shoot some stuff, try not to die. That's not interesting. That's what everything else does.
Yeah. And I heard Cluster Truck, I guess, is out. I heard that one's getting good reviews. People say that was a good game for reviewers. So, and they kept showing Hello Neighbor, but I don't know when that's out. Or
right.
If that's out or anything. But, yeah, Garage is going to be May 10th. You guys can check that out. Also, if you're going to PAX East, you'll be able to play that game there. Next by Adult Swim is Pool Panic. This is coming out in 2018. I like it. I thought this was really cool of mixing Pool with that art, kind of like cartoony art style that Adult Swim is known for. But I think it's a puzzle game in a sense. A puzzle. It's not really a platformer. I guess or adventure game in a sense.
All this did for me was make me mad that I have not heard more about that awesome looking pinball adventure game. Like, seriously, don't give me another weird offshoot of a neat thing until I get the first one you already promised me.
Yeah. So
that kind of irks me a little.
So the next game they showed was Bomb Chicken. This is coming in summer 2018. I literally thought it was like Chicken Wiggle, and then I see the chicken laying bombs. I'm like, Chicken Wiggle and Bomberman? Wait, what is going on? Like, I love the sprite base, but doesn't it look like a game that's on 3DS instead of Switch?
Yes and no, but I mean, that's a lot of indie stuff, though.
I think it because of the way that it felt so zoomed in a sense. And I'm just like, the Switch doesn't have that much zoom in, so it should have been able to display bigger. Like, if
it has nothing to do with the system. It has everything to do with how they frame the camera.
True. That is true. And maybe that's why I thought it looked like a 3DS game in a sense.
Yeah, it didn't grab me, but neither did Chicken Wiggle.
Yeah.
I know awesome. There was an immediate reaction online of where's our Chicken Wiggle, and then you saw a lot of people turning, going, "Fuck Chicken Wiggle, we want Bomb Chicken."
Well, I'm
like, ouch! Chicken Wiggle just can't fucking win, man.
I'm going to pick up Bomb Chicken when it comes. Chicken Wiggle, I might have to just do research. There's not enough. If you want to
research, just go talk to Adrian. He's in love with it.
I just don't understand it. Like, nothing about it appeals to me for some reason about that game. So maybe, yeah, I'll talk to Adrian. I'll get more info on and see if he can sell me on getting this game. But Bomb Chicken I like because I love Bomberman. This game looks funny. I love exploding things, and it looks like a cool platformer, a cool semi 3DS. I guess I keep saying 3DS. That's just me. So, but moving on from that, one of my favorite games, is back. Luminous.
Oh
Remastered.
God, yes.
Spring is coming. Spring 2018. I messaged Larry after the showcase immediately about this game coming. This I only can play in portable, and I have to have my headset on, my headphones. This is the only way to play this game, and I know people have played it on PS2 and I guess PS3 and on their PSP, but I don't know what they're gonna put into it as song wise and level, but I'm super happy that it's coming back, and a lot of people are very ecstatic about this. Like, they're super hyped that this game is coming on Switch.
I mean, I am too. I love me some Lumines. I really do. Mm-hmm. I have some weirdly fond memories attached to it that are a little explicit. I may or may not have pissed off my ex-wife because my Lumines game was all kinds of strong.
Wow. But I love the soundtrack.
Remind me this weekend, I will tell that story.
So listen to the next episode of World 1-1 podcast, everybody. That's going to be interesting, to say the least.
It'll be a little NSFW.
Look, and even I don't know the story yet, so...
That's right. I haven't even told you. Jesus, this was years ago.
But yeah,
so long ago.
But Luminous Remaster is coming to Switch. It's a day one purchase. I kind of feel like maybe $14.99 or $19.99 would be a good price point.
Doesn't matter. Just prepare for your eyes to bleed.
This is a game that I kind of want for $24.99 physical.
I
Physical, like I mean, it's okay if they do digital, but I don't. The box art is not very surprising with when
dude,
with
I
this
just
one.
remember this being like $20 on PSP when it came out.
Mm-hmm.
Like this should not be more than like $20. Hard copy.
Hard copy for 20, but that's why I said like $24.99 if it comes
Yeah, but nobody's
$14.99.
going to release anything for $24.99 hard copy on a retail shelf, though. They don't do it.
Mm.
Which means if it's not $20, it's going to hit 30, and then I start leering at it, going, "Rrr."
As you're at the cash register putting in your debit card number.
Yeah, getting pissed again.
And then I'll see pictures of it. But that's if they decide to go that route. But yeah, this is a day one purchase. You guys can watch it on YouTube, catch some of the music. Like, oh, the music on this. Let me move on.
It's so good.
Like, I might just jam out to some Luminous music like Friday after work. It's like
There's a good chance I'm going to put it on here when we're done because I got some other stuff to do around the house, and that might just be my jam.
Such a good. Which is, I wonder why they never did a soundtrack for that game. I think it's probably because it's licensed music.
I can imagine that having something to do with it.
Yeah, but a nice compilation to introduce people in America for a lot of these artists, because a lot of artists on there, I think, is from Japan, like in the Asian market. So,
right.
But moving on, Reigns, King and Queens edition. This is like you choose your.
I don't get it. Dude, yeah. I watched this and I'm like, the fuck is going on? What is this?
It looks like, I guess, your decisions, as many decisions, if you're going to be greedy or good, they didn't really expound on it. So
yeah, they didn't explain a fucking thing.
Yeah,
what they didn't do.
I'm going to probably watch that section again, or see if they got a trailer on it, and try to read up about it, because I'm kind of confused myself. I understand it goes left and right, but I don't know. It's very weird. Go check it out if you want to. That's coming out 2018. I think it's summer 2018. I didn't get to catch the actual date for it. Moving on for there, it's going to be Lightfall. This is coming out spring 2018. They're introducing a new speed racing mode. And I think this one is exclusively releasing first on Switch. I think before everything else.
I'm torn on Lightfall, man. I want to be interested, but dude, this has the look of more Celeste to me, and Celeste has at least an interesting story to it, even if I don't like all the story points. But fuck's sake, Celeste pisses me off. I've been plenty vocal about that fact. It's not that it's a bad game. It's just not my thing. And playing it just infuriates me personally. And so I don't know that I can bring myself to do it again with something that looks almost the same. Like, the only saving grace here is the fact that this looks like, I dig the art style.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that art style is, my gut says it's not enough to sell me on it.
I need a demo of it. I need like a physical, like play demo of this game. I'm interested in it because of its aesthetic and just like its art style. It looks good when it's in motion because of the speed, but I'm needing a demo to understand the gameplay of it. Not saying it's a bad game and nothing to look forward to, but I probably will pick it up. But I'll look forward to a demo, and I'll definitely will wait for reviews about this game.
Yeah, I mean, the aesthetic to me, my first thought was, look, it's N+ again. But then I was like, no, that's got way more flavor than N+. Mm-hmm. But it's kind of got that souped up N+ look.
Yeah. You know what? If I don't know why it came to me, but what was that 360 game, the Metro one that we played and we interviewed? Um,
Oh, Insanely Twisted Shadow Planet.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah, that's the vibe I was getting. If because I
It,
first
it does have a little bit of Michael's art style to it.
yeah,
I can see that.
and
Yeah.
I literally was just like, did he make? Is
A lot
this?
of those deep colors in the silhouettes, and yeah.
Yeah, which I think that needs to that needs to come to Switch. In a
Yeah,
sense.
I'd love to see that come over, but from when we talked to him last year, he's kind of got his hands full working on a couple of other things, including Saga of Rex. But we go back and listen to it. He
Yes.
said he would be open to doing another go round of game making again. It's just a matter of getting the people and the time to line up right.
Correct. So, the next game they showed was West of Loathing. This is coming out spring 2018. It's like a simple line, kind of basic drawing. If you look at the Pop Tops commercial on how they do like that simple kind of artwork, they kind of made a virtual RPG game out of it.
This looks stupid to me.
It did nothing for me.
This looked incredibly fucking dumb to me. Just like, no.
Yeah. You can check it out. It's not my cup of tea.
Like they talked about the humor and everything else in it, and I'm not seeing any of it from what they showed.
Yeah.
All I saw was like crudely drawn animation shit.
Yeah.
It was like,
I didn't
this looks like
nothing.
Flash Game Deluxe.
Pretty much. Like, there was nothing funny about this. Well, okay, you're saying the comedy, but where's the dialogue to present it?
Yeah. Tell me a fucking joke.
So,
make me laugh.
It's a less budget Box Boy. And I mean super less budget. God. If you want a game that's simple and that's clean, go play Box Boy. Go get the trilogy on 3DS and enjoy that.
And if you just want simple and clean, go play the original Kingdom Hearts. Throwback. See what I did there.
Yes. I was trying to think of a lyrics to follow that up, but I couldn't because I love Simple and Clean. Moving on, Pedo is coming out in the spring of 2018.
Yeah, I know that's not how it's pronounced, but that spelling just is really unfortunate.
Is it P-O-D-E or is it P-E-D-O?
I was like Pode.
Pode.
Yeah, P-O-D-E, Pode.
Oh, I spelled it wrong. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, everybody, for that. Yeah, let me just jump into the next game because this one, this is a must-have. The Messenger. I love this Ninja 8-bit time traveling to 16-bit graphics, action platform game. Goodness, this is my not Ninja Gaiden. This is my Shinobi that I so happy to have. Like I can't wait for this game to come out.
Yeah. It did grab me. I was kind of like, okay, 8-bit ninja thing where we're doing the Ninja Gaiden, the Shinobi thing, and then they're like, I still don't know. I want to see it more in action. I want to see more of how the switch between 8 and 16 really affects gameplay.
Yeah.
Like aesthetically, sure, that's fine, but if this is your big hook, it's got to have a good gameplay hook to it. And so far, I don't know if you can convey that in 60 seconds.
Yeah.
I need a better explanation as to how this differentiates. What's the benefit for me playing in 8-bit rather than just in 16-bit all the time, or vice versa?
Yeah, for me, I'm looking forward to the chip tunes. Also, like you got to do great 8-bit chip tunes, but when you switch to 16-bit, it has to. To me, it has to have that clear Super Nintendo sound. Like it cannot be money like the Sega Genesis, and it has to be hype. That's another thing that I'm looking for. But it grabbed my attention. So
Speaking of music, can we talk for a second about the music they opened up this showcase with? Like this had like awesome kind of get you pumped music going. Like we're gonna fucking just lay on all the awesome for like an hour straight, kind of hardcore. Let's go, and then it just petered out. I'm like, they whipped through this thing in like 10 minutes. I'm like, and I'm still kind of left here feeling a little high and dry. I'm like, you promised me awesome with this music, and I've got none of it.
Well, maybe they didn't. That I don't know. This Nintendo,
it's definitely that.
So, the next game they showed off was Bad North. This is coming summer 2018. Okay, I wasn't really like interested in this one.
Yeah, I don't know if I care yet. It might be one of those things that when I see more of it, I'll go, okay, now you've got me.
Yeah.
But so far, not so much.
Yeah. So, and they ended the Nintendo showcase with the announcement of the Banner Saga 3 that's coming in summer 2018. But they also announced that the complete trilogy will actually be on Switch, with Banner Saga 1 and 2 also coming at a later date. So I don't know if 3 is dropping first and then it's going to be 1 or 2, or how they're going to go about it.
I'm really hoping it's 1, 2, and then 3, considering they said that like all your save data shit's going to carry over.
Yeah.
Like you better get 1 and 2 out first.
Yes. No. Now I don't know if the UK or Japan had their own showcase or anything like that. But this is just the America Nindies showcase. But that's what they showed off. To me, they showed.
I think we missed West of Loathing.
Huh?
I think we missed West of Loathing.
No, West of Loathing was the sync that Sippo drawing. Remember we just...
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, the one that was...
For some reason, I had it in my head it was something else and potentially something better. Just looking at it by name, I'm like, no, you're right. Never mind. Go back to stick figure hell.
So, and I know some people might be upset with this, or might feel disappointment, but you got to remember, like for the past actually 2 months, there's been a lot of developers and publishers announcing a lot of their own indies. So maybe some of these weren't planned for the showcase, but if you look at it, you got 14 great announcements. We're actually about 16 some games actually coming to the platform. So that's a great thing for it. I enjoyed it. It was short, to the point. We still got E3 to look forward to. We don't know what Nindies will become the 3DS. And also, everybody, this is just up to the summer, like I said. So we got the fall Nindies and still last year Nindies that haven't been released yet. And I think that's why I mentioned on World 101 that Shovel Knight wouldn't be in this direct or get that physical release because they want to...
I just wanted a date for King of Cards. I wanted dates for lots of stuff. Like, seriously, why could we not get fucking dates thrown in there? They could have totally padded this out with, like, here's an announcement, here's a date. Here's an announcement, here's a date for something we've already announced. Like, seriously, alternate that every other. You totally could have padded this out to an extra 5 minutes and made a lot of people happy by dating stuff that you've announced months upon months, if not almost a year ago at this point, that still has no release date.
I think that part is on the developers more than on Nintendo themselves. So that's the developers is controlling the content, and so they'll announce those dates. It's up all on the developer. There might be some development problems, and they're trying to fix stuff, but we shall see. Like those developers didn't give Nintendo those dates, so.
Yeah, I mean, I was already sad enough to see the tweet from Cherry that Hollow Knight wasn't going to be in here, but at least we're getting some news. Mm-hmm. Hopefully a date later this week on that. But I mean, there was other things that could have and should have gotten dates today.
Right, and I think if Hollow Knight comes, because I think Hollow Knight will probably be in the fall. Like, if I was going to treat Hollow Knight and Dead Cells, I would do it in the fall, like Nintendo Direct. Like, those are two big games that people are really looking forward to, and that they need more of that Nintendo Direct treatment than this Nindy Showcase.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to see them do some sort of cross promotion between those two, because I mean, gameplay wise, those two are pretty inextricably linked. At least to me personally, I just, those two are peas in a pod to me, and I would love to see something stringing them together.
Right,
but
because if I was Dead Cells and if I was going to be in this Nindy spotlight, I would have ended the show with that and really went big with it. Like Dead Cells is like a big game, and just like Hollow Knight is.
Right. So I don't know. It felt like too. There could have been. I don't know. Something about it feels like it needed a major known indie that's got some wump to it dropped in here. Like, seriously, drop me Castle Crashers or Witness. Something that's got that clout.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But I give it to them. I kind of give it to them for highlighting maybe 12 new games out of this. With the exclusion of Marco the Ninja and Luminous. I feel like everything else is brand new to the system. So that's cool. Like, just to have some newness and some originality, to showcase. And that's good.
Oh, and I agree. It feels to me like what they showed didn't carry enough weight on its own to merit the separate showing. That there should have been at least one bigger. And I'm sorry, Banner Saga doesn't qualify for that for me personally.
I think a lot of people were just shocked that this game got ported to a Nintendo platform, because I think when the Banner Saga originally first came out, it was more marketed as a Sony game or maybe PC. But I know it's been big on PlayStation's console.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah, there you go. There you have it. That's the rundown, boys and girls.
So everybody, we will see you next time on World War One Podcast. Check out all these indie games. Go watch the Indie Showcase, and let them know what you guys think at World War One Podcast at gmail.com. Let me know what you guys think. With that, we're out. Bye, everybody.
Peace.